To truly understand the narcissist's ecosystem, we must dissect the role of the handler. This is not merely a friend or an assistant. They are an essential, often unwitting component of the narcissist's psychological and social defense mechanism. For the safety and security of every American, recognizing this dynamic is paramount. The handler is a secondary source of supply, tasked with managing the narcissist's public image and insulating them from direct consequence. Initially, the narcissist identifies individuals who are empathetic, highly responsible, or easily flattered. They are slowly groomed into believing their primary value is in serving the narcissist's grandiose needs. The handler becomes a human shield, absorbing the emotional fallout, the logistical failures, and the public scrutiny that the narcissist cannot tolerate. To illustrate this, consider 5 common scenarios. Case Study 1. The Executive Assistant Shield. A narcissistic CEO delegates every instance of negative feedback, internal conflict, or perceived failure to their executive assistant, Sarah. The CEO maintains an image of being perpetually calm and above the fray, while Sarah works 18-hour days, managing crises, apologizing on the CEO's behalf, and subtly reshaping narratives. The security risk here is clear. Sarah's high level of competence and loyalty is leveraged to create a perfect buffer, allowing the narcissist's dysfunctional behavior to escalate unchecked. Case Study 2. The HR Department Cleaner. This involves a narcissistic manager who has convinced a junior HR representative, David, that he is her essential partner in maintaining operational efficiency. David's real role is to quietly handle all workplace complaints, process confidential settlements, or organize unwanted transfers for anyone who exposes the manager's abusive tactics. David becomes the cleaner, morally compromising himself to ensure the narcissist's record remains unblemished. For those in the workplace, recognizing David as a coerced extension of the narcissist is a critical security measure. Case Study 3. The Manager's Flying Monkeys. Here, the narcissist, unwilling to directly engage in character assassination, uses a primary handler, perhaps a sycophantic direct report, to coordinate a smear campaign. This handler is tasked with activating a network of flying monkeys, who spread gossip, undermine the victim's work, and enforce the narcissist's isolation tactics. The narcissist remains untouched, their hands clean, while the target's reputation is destroyed. Case Study 4. The University Coach's Enforcer, Student Whistleblower. A highly successful but deeply narcissistic university head coach relies on an assistant coach as a handler. This handler's primary function is the calculated suppression of student whistleblowers. When a student athlete attempts to report abusive behavior, it is the handler who intercepts them, using intimidation or institutional procedure to silence the victim. The handler becomes the active agent in isolating and punishing the whistleblower, making the athletic program a security threat to its own students. Finally, Case Study 5. The Academic Department Head Retaliator, Faculty Whistleblower. In a university department, a narcissistic tenured professor, perhaps the department chair, uses a handler, often a younger, vulnerable department head, to enact career-ending retaliation against a fellow faculty member who reported academic misconduct or financial irregularities. The handler systematically denies the whistleblower resources, blocks their tenure review, assigns them impossible service duties, and actively undermines their classroom performance evaluations. This handler uses the cover of bureaucracy and standard procedure to carry out the slow, professional death of the faculty member. Recognizing this type of institutional handler is paramount for academic security, as they protect the narcissist by weaponizing the very administrative structure designed to ensure ethical conduct. Recognizing these handlers and understanding their function as extensions of the narcissist's will is the first, most detailed step in protecting yourself from the entire predatory network.